We are a very, very rural district. So our learners have access to what jobs in agriculture look like and what jobs in education look like, and not a lot beyond that. So a big part of our authentic learning is letting our learners envision what their future could look like, which requires us to be able to see beyond our local community. So during our summer program, we were able to offer field trips for our learners that were directly related to the projects they were participating and related careers. So we have some examples here of just some different things that we were able to do. Some of our learners created miniature golf courses, and then they were able to travel to our closest miniature golf course and really put that into action, measure some things out, see how it worked, and then come back and apply that to their learning, and then have other learners participate in their miniature golf courses. We had learners learning about animals and habitats, and then taking trips to the zoo to see that in action. We had learners learning about flight. Most of our learners have not been out of our local city. They have not seen airplanes, not been on them. It's very hard for them to understand what that would look like. They were able to go to an airstrip nearby, get in an airplane, get in a helicopter, watch people jump out of airplanes, and just see a lot of stuff that otherwise would not be in their visioning for their future, or things that were even possible. We also have a great set of SROs, or school resource officers, who were able to talk about community helpers with our younger learners, and we were able to bring experiences to our learners on campus. We had some learning about beekeeping, and we had beekeepers come live, where our learners were able to try on all of their gear, see bees, taste honey, do some different activities around that, moving them beyond just the oranges that they see around us. We had learners making music and making those instruments. We've had learners, and our youngest learners, 4 years old in transitional kindergarten, who have worked on shelters for animals, and then we're able to go mix that with some authentic learning for our high school learners at our high school farm, and the high school learners were able to share what they do to take care of the animals and where they live with our youngest learners, to kind of cross those school bounds. And we are less than an hour away from the mountains, closer to 30 minutes you can be in the mountains, and many of our learners haven't been there. So we were able to bring in experts on river systems. Our learners were able to make some river systems, talk about erosion, and then go up into the mountains and see that in action and apply what they have learned. We also, the food truck vendors is a very popular project-based learning piece, because it involves so many different subject areas. Learners map things out, they create schedules, they create menus, they write reviews, create advertisements. So lots of pieces to that, and they do some math and some building of some 3D models. And that's great, but our learners don't have access to anything but a taco truck usually. And so they were given the opportunity to go to San Francisco, which is 4 hours away from us, 5 hours away, and go to a place that had multiple food trucks there. They could try out different foods that they had never had before, see in action what that looks like, and be a part of that bigger city type of environment that they don't normally get to see on a day-to-day basis. So there's just been a lot of opportunities through PBL to let them see careers and that they would never have access to within our own city.